What's up, UH Nation? Kevin Minnick here, Regional Coordinator for Dallas.
John Thomas, National, what is my title? National Training Coordinator? Oh, let me start over.
Okay.
John Thomas, Ultimate Hoops National Training Coordinator.
And I'm Billy Hilliard, Sports Department Head in Plano.
So we're just here to talk about last week, all the games that happened in Dallas, but first we want to introduce our guest, John Thomas. You're coming down from Minnesota. Why don't you take the lead? Tell us about yourself.
Well, I am, as I said, I'm Ultimate Hoops National Training Coordinator, and I'm responsible for starting our training program, and specifically why I'm in Dallas is to launch it in Q2. So our mission is to bring about complete player development to the area and to all Lifetime Fitness, and excited to be here.
Cool. So you got a little taste of the Dallas Athletic League. Talent, skill, see anyone that could potentially make it big or make it big in Ultimate Hoops? What was your take on some of the teams there?
Yeah, I think I saw the thing that I was pleased with was I saw that the guys played hard. That's the biggest thing for me is although the court was short, and for me I'm 6'9", so I take 2 steps and then it's done. But those guys they played hard. I mean, I saw guys diving on the floor, really giving an effort, and I think that's the thing that's important. So I think that one thing that makes the league really special is the ability to have that camaraderie, and I think that's what separates this league from any other league.
Now, with most of our viewers for the show are playing in the leagues, they don't necessarily correlate the league play with what you're going to be doing nationally training. What could you tell our viewers what you will be doing that could potentially have an impact on how the leagues are ran or the quality of Ultimate Hoops in general across the board?
Yep. So there's now a new program, and it's Ultimate Hoops training, and we're basically coming through Lifetime and offering basketball player development. So how I see that manifesting itself through the leagues is that, say for example, if a league wants to potentially have some training, set up team training options. I think that would help to really set us apart, because there are certain trainers or certain players that could use that extra touch to improve their jump shot or maybe work on their footwork or something like that. But this is more of an effort to really reach out to the youth and solve, I think, which is a problem within our culture, and that's we need to get back to basic basketball and make fundamentals fun. That's the main reason why we're starting this program.
Awesome.
And a lot of people in Minnesota know who you are. Why don't you tell Dallas a little bit about your background, where you played?
Okay. I originally went to college at the University of Minnesota. Was there from '93 to '97. We had a Final Four run, and in '97 ended up losing to Kentucky in the Final Four. I was drafted after that in the first round by the New York Knicks. I played there briefly and was traded in preseason. I ended up going to Boston and Toronto for about 2.5 years, during the Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady era. But had a 5-year NBA career overall and a 10-year career overseas. Played in some wonderful countries, a lot of wonderful experiences, and I'm really utilizing my experience and my personal and professional network to really reach out to the basketball community and really look at hiring solid training candidates, and more importantly, again, spreading the message of complete player development, not just on the court but off the court as well. So I'm really thrilled about this opportunity and look forward to continuing to build the program.
Cool. And before we let you go, last item, Vegas. Tell us a little bit about the Vegas tournament, and will you be playing?
Oh, yes. You're trying to start a UH rumor, huh?
Maybe.
I don't know if I'll be playing or not. It's my excuse every year. I'm too busy. I do miss playing, but what I will say about the Vegas League, or the tournament, is it's a great opportunity to not only see Vegas, but more importantly, to get out there to compete with some of the best players around the country. That's where the bond really forms. I know we have the leagues and the teams inside of our lifetimes within the region, but it's always nice to get out to see other UH leagues and players, because that's when you form that bond and connect with them, and you never know. I mean, that's the reason why we play the game anyway. It's it's for that level of camaraderie. So come out to the Vegas tournament. It's a ton of fun, great event. Yes, I'll be out there, and I might be out there playing, so set a screen on you, maybe hard, who knows.
You're playing on the Dallas team. I'll recruit it. I'll figure out something. Yeah, we need a post.
Yeah, for sure.
Great. Anything else?
No. Check out the Vegas tournament at uhlife.com. You can get registered. Registration's going on now.
Dallas, we got to get a team together.
Let's go, Big D. Vegas.
All
Let's
right,
go.
guys. That's John Thomas. You saw him here.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
So I'm going to jump into just one game at Dallas Athletic. We had the Surrock Bottles versus Dirkaholics. Dirkaholics still good team, like I said before, but Surrock Bottles is playing pretty decent recently.
Stepping it up a little bit?
Stepping it up just a little bit. But I wanted you guys to hear a few words from Dave Vaughn, their team captain. So why don't we break to James Ramsey real quick for that interview.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another edition of Ultimate Hoops post game. Well, we got Mr. Dave Vaughn, one of the role-playing leaders on court and off court of Dirkaholics. Now, unfortunately, you took a nice little loss there. Not too bad, better than some of the other ones. What was it that had y'all going in the first half? Because the first half, y'all seemed to come back within from a 17-point lead to within 6.
Actually, we got within 1, but it was just team offense, and when you're playing good offense, that contributes to good defense because they're not being able to get back on the fast breaking because you're getting good shots. And we got away from that in the second half, and that kind of told the story.
Okay. Now, Dave, I have something to ask you, man. You are probably the most lethal player out there within that free throw line with that turnaround jump shot of yours. I see it every week. And I swear, every week you probably go like 7 or 8 for 10. Do you come in here often and work on that? Do you work on somebody passing you a ball and you just turn it around at the free throw and shooting it up?
No, it's just I've been shooting it for so long. I'm 54 years old.
Okay.
So when you've been shooting it that long, you don't even have to think about it. You just your arm knows what to do.
Well, I tell you what, it is definitely a habit out there, a good habit to have, especially with your points per game.
Thanks, man.
All right. Well, we do appreciate you for taking the time out, man. Sorry about the loss, but y'all fought hard. And that'll do it for our post game.
All right, guys, we're back. Thanks, James. Appreciate that. Also, this week, Metroplex One Hit Wonders defeated Glasshouse Shooters.
That's right.
First loss.
New number 1 team at DAC would be my team, the Monstars. Still coming for you guys.
Check out their schedule.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Wait till you. Who are you gonna have most trouble with?
I don't see anybody that's going to give us trouble. I'm not seeing it on there. But when
you added Brandon Bussey.
hey, whenever
I get a phone call from Brandon Bussey, a really good player. He plays on your team in Plano. Played with me on the Turtles for over a year, and he's like, "Where are you, Kevin?" I'm like, "At Dallas Athletic." How do I get there? I'm like, "What do you mean? How do you get here? You're not on the team." He's like, "No, I'm on Billy's team. Billy said if I could play." I'm like, "Oh, Billy." And I said, "Where did he tell you to go?" And he gave me some address that I have no clue where it is.
he actually ended up going to a private Dallas Athletic club that actually has like a gated check-in, like a security gate with the security booth that you have to check into before you can even park. So I think he felt a little out of place down there. Brandon, sorry about that, man.
So did you give him the wrong address?
I didn't.
So it's his fault.
It's his fault for sure. Oh,
Okay.
Nonetheless, we still won by 35. If there's any competition out there at Dallas Athletic, let us know. We're waiting.
Okay. Thanks for that, Billy. Thanks for that. Well, let's go ahead and jump into Plano.
All right, Plano. Great slate of games last night. Everybody's starting to jockey for playoff position. Still 3 undefeated teams. My team, Free Dirk. Glasshouse Shooters are still undefeated in Plano, even though they're not undefeated at Dallas Athletic anymore. And then Illuminati, who had the night off last night. Those three, the Glasshouse and Free Dirk, pretty much handled the competition last night to stay undefeated. But one game that was that I really wanted to talk about was the Tropics. The first game of the night, they played the personal training team from Plano. It wasn't pretty by any means, but one special performance I did want to speak of was Adam Miller for the Tropics, who had a quadruple double, the very rare quadruple double, 31 points, 20 rebounds, 13 assists, and 11 steals. Adam, amazing game. Good job, man. So Tropics are going to be tough as usual going into the playoffs. They're looking stout.
11 steals from one person. So that's obviously 11 turnovers for the Cobras. What about the other guys? Because I know they're great at stealing. Approximately how many steals did they have?
I would say they were close to 30 steals that game. It was getting on up there. The assists were astronomical as well. Tropics.
Oh, they make sure of that.
Tropics put up a game's worth of points in the second half. It was very respectable score at halftime for the Purple Cobras. I wasn't expecting a lot from them in this game, but the Tropics really turned it on in the second half with the steals. So Tropics are going to be tough, and they're looking to 5-peat. So we're going to see if somebody can knock them off this season.
Who can?
I'm going to go with Glass House Shooters. I think it's their time. They're kind of
Beat them once already, right?
Yeah, they've already beat them once this season. I think it'll be hard to beat them twice, but I think it's really their time to kind of rise to the top. They have all the pieces there. They just have to play a complete game. They always go into the playoffs and have a little bit of a slip up or a stumble, but I think that they're going to come together this season.
Sounds good to me.
So
Anything else?
that's it.
All right, UH Nation, that's it from Dallas. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.